Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. We're just having another look at the SatMap Active 20 GPS device that we first reviewed in July, just to see how we're getting on with this unit. So we found it a great unit. If you watched our first video, we were really impressed with the big high resolution 3.5-inch screen and with the high resolution maps that you get with the unit. So this is the latest addition to the SatMap range. It's the SatMap Active 20 unit. We stock this bundled with Ordnance Survey 1 to 50 mapping. We also stock it with full GB 1 to 25 mapping, or the top end of the scale, we do the Platinum bundle, which is the one we've got on our demo unit, where you basically get 1 to 25, 1 to 50 Ordnance Survey high resolution, and you get a Street View map of 1 to 10. So that's what really impressed us about the unit. So I'm just going to move the box aside and we're just going to have a look at the unit and just explain how we've been getting on and what we've really liked about the unit. So if you look at our initial review on gpstraining.co.uk under reviews, if you scroll a few reviews down, you'll see the SatMap Active 20. So it's worth watching that full review where we go into the unit in detail. But if we just look on the screen here now, I've got the Ordnance Survey map up. Simple touch of the screen, I can scroll between the Street View, zoom in and out. It's touch screen. And also we've got buttons on the side of the units. That's what we really like. I've found as I've started wearing my gloves in the cold weather, it's been great being able to use the buttons on the unit. But when you take your gloves off, you can go back to using the touch screen. Again, we've got the 1 to 25 map there, and we go back to the 1 to 50, and then we just go back through the base map onto the 1 to 25. What we really liked on the first video, and this hasn't changed, is the speed you can move the map. It's really quick to load, considering it's a very high resolution Ordnance Survey map, very quick to load. And when you zoom in, so I'm just going to zoom in using the buttons on the side, the map stays really sharp with it being a high resolution map. So again, that's what we really liked about the unit. That of course hasn't changed. Good size screen, the fact we can use the buttons, which I've been doing with my gloves on. Now one thing that's really impressed us, I mentioned this on the first video, that the unit picks up not just the Russian and American satellites, so that's GPS for the American, GLONASS for the Russian. It also picks up the new Galileo system. So I'm just going to go into the settings on the unit and GPS settings. So we've set the unit to pick up GPS, American satellites, GLONASS, the Russian, and Galileo, the European. What we're finding is, if I just go back to the main screens, I'm just going to go to the satellite page. Now bear in mind, I'm inside the building here. We've still locked onto loads of satellites here. Now the accuracy at the bottom, you may not be able to see, is 14 meters. Bear in mind, I'm inside a building, I'm not next to the window, and we've got a metal roof on the building. It's not meant to be used inside. What we're finding is when we're outside with the unit, that accuracy, we've had it down to about 1.5 meters, and the speed the unit locks onto satellites on being turned on once the maps have loaded is brilliant. And it's because it's got a really big patch aerial and it's picking up the American and Russian satellites. So that's been a great feature of the unit. It's quite a large unit, so I must admit I have found, I did try and mount it on my road bike for cycling, but I don't think it's really a road cyclist unit, and you don't get turn-by-turn navigation that you get on our, sort of what we call our multi-activity GPSs that we sell in our other ranges. So I wouldn't necessarily class this as a road cycling unit. Obviously you'll see yourself moving across the map on the maps, but you can't do this turn by turn, take me from A to B and snap on the roads that you can on some of the other units. I've tried a little bit of geocaching with it, and again I feel our multi-activity units are better for geocaching. What I think this unit is really great for, it is the walking and hiking, because of the detailed map with a large screen and the fact you can use it with your gloves on. I have used it on my mountain bike as well, using the quad lock accessories, and on the mountain bike I've been pretty impressed. You know, handlebars of the mountain bike are a bit chunkier than a road bike. You know, you can get away with putting that bigger unit on your mountain bike. So for mountain biking, I think, yep, great tool. Big buttons you can use if you're wearing gloves when you're mountain biking. But you know, they would be the main two activities I see this unit being used for: the hiking, walking, and the mountain biking. So what we didn't look at on our last video was the quad lock accessories. So we stock the full range of quad lock accessories. So on the back of the unit, I've got the belt clip on here. So a nice belt clip on there. I'm just going to take the belt clip off. So basically when you buy the accessories off us, you get a new back plate that you bolt onto the back of the unit, and that allows you to use quad lock accessories. So I've got the quad lock belt clip here, and what I've been using on my mountain bike, I'm just going to bring it over. We stock the quad lock out front mount, which puts it on out of the front of your handlebars. We also stock a mount that goes on the stem of your bike. I've preferred using the out front one. So if I bring that mount over, so this is the quad lock out front mount. So obviously on your handlebars of your bike here, you've got a nice secure Allen key connection there, and again this just locks on the back of the unit. So if I just lock that in place, just lift the clip up, and that's that locked in place now. And what you can do, what I've found on my handlebars of the bike, sorry I've got that, I'll just put that in the right place, might help. Just take that off. Again, you can lock it in various positions. So what we tend to do is, I've had it on my bike where the handlebar's here and the unit's been further forward, but you can actually put it so it's out of the front on your handlebars. So if I just get that in the right place now, just pull the clip back, line that up, lock it in place. There we go. So that will be on the handlebars of your bike, and that's how I've had it on my mountain bike, and that's been fine. It means you've got that nice big screen, you know, it's a waterproof unit, really tough, IP68, and you've got it tested, drop tested on concrete, so it's a very tough unit with that nice secure quad lock mount on the back. The only thing we have found in bright sunlight, even though you've got this nice clear high res screen, we do tend to find that we use the backlight boost on the side of the unit, where you can bring the backlight up to a higher level, or you can put in the settings that when you touch the screen or the buttons, the backlight comes on, and that really helps in bright sunlight. Other than that, we've not had any issues using the screen when we've been outdoors. So it was just a quick update to see how we've been getting on, what we've liked about the unit, and it has really been the high-res maps, the big screen, the speed of satellite lock and the accuracy, because we're now using the Galileo, and on my last video again we hadn't used the quad lock accessories, so we keep in the cycle mounts and the belt clip, so we've been using that and we've really liked the accessories. They're nice and secure on the back of the unit, and with the large battery, you've got this big battery that slots in the bottom of the unit with this big 5000 milliamp hour battery, LiPo battery. We've found that the battery life's been great as well. I've been out on long days all day and I've still had battery life left at the end of the day. So again, the battery life's really impressed us with the unit. So just remember, if you do buy a SatMap unit from us, I'm just going to move the unit out of the way, just bring in the paperwork that we supply with it. So we do a little checklist on the unit to make sure it's all set up correctly, and if you do buy the unit with the mapping, we make sure the mapping's loaded and working for you, and you get that all ticked off on the checklist. And you also get our own getting started guide with the unit with lots of information on using the unit. We also give you access to an online training course that we run on our website that you have access to for a year, with loads of videos on using the unit and the planning software. We also put in a guide on SatMap's expedition planning software, which is due to be updated soon. Obviously, we'll update our guides and online resource when that happens. So I hope you found this useful on the update on the SatMap Active 20 on how we've been getting on with it. If you visit our GPS training store on www.gpstraining.co.uk, and you'll find under the heading SatMap units down the left hand side, you'll see the SatMap Active 20 units listed. Thanks for watching this video.